Good afternoon, everybody. We are getting started back on the camper. Really doing this on the weekends now, so pretty busy at work lately, and haven't really been able to do a whole lot in the evenings, but it's usually just, 15 minutes, 30 minutes here and there. So I was able to get some of the insulation put in over the past week with just little snippets of work being able to get on it. But today we're going to be finishing up the insulation, maybe a little bit. I'm got kind of the whole front side done. Just a few little things I gotta clean up first, and then we'll be putting in the walls. So I'm gonna be, I think, walling in the front and maybe that side. I don't know. Haven't figured it out yet what kind of order I'm gonna do things. But today we're gonna be putting the walls up and figuring that out as we go. So appreciate you sticking around for this episode, and let's get going. Okay, so we're here. Let me get you so I can see you. We're here in the front, and I don't know if you can tell much, but this is the framing that the other guy did that I bought it from. He's got a center post here, which is fine, but the plywood that I have, or the wall board, is 48 inches wide, and actually from the center to the edge is 43.5. So I'm going to make the cut on this board 43.5 wide, but the way that the beadboard, you don't want it to look like it's the odd seam right here in the middle. So I'm going to make the cut. The cut is going to be on the left over here, pretty far to the side. So that's in the corner of the camper, and there's going to be some sort of trim there in the corner. That way the bead will look like normal in the middle here. So it's 32 high, 43.5 wide. Okay, I'm going to do some framing now. So again, when I bought this, the framing, you can tell that the frame is underneath this top stud here, this top kind of header bar. So this is coming underneath, and it's angled down and flush with the front of this 2x4 that's going this way. So it's kind of on the front face of the 2x4. Well, when you come over here to the corner, it's hard to see, but this corner piece is going behind this 2x4. So what's going to happen is the board is going to sit, because of the angle, it's kind of coming out, back this way because of the kind of rounded front. So it's coming to the top of this, and so there's really nothing for it to nail to here in the corner. So now I'm going to have to cut a piece that's this wide, and it tapers down to nothing to the top of this part. So that way that the board can all sit flush. So you have to think about that when you're framing these, of how you're going to put your boards, and how there's a nailing surface on the ends on both sides, things like that. So I'm going to start working on that here, and and then that might be it. It's getting pretty dark out, so I'm gonna kind of do that and then see about getting some boards on here maybe tomorrow. Well, I think I'm going to stop the video here. This is probably about a week and a half of doing the walls. Been doing it after work on the weekends. This weekend was a little busy. I had to get a few other things done, so I couldn't really work on the camper much. So I was able to get, you know, a couple of these walls on the left side here. The wall, if I go around over here where the light is, you probably can't see that well. I was able to finish that one. I have the insulation to do here, which is near the electrical panel. So I'm going to work on that probably a little bit later this evening. After we shut off the camera here, just kind of finish that up real quick and then call it for the night. I think I'm going to end the video here again, and you kind of get the idea. Measuring with the beadboard around, and trying to line it up with the studs because they're not 48 inches on center, so that makes it fun. The beadboard is quite hard to make sure everything is lined up. I guess it just adds another layer of difficulty in that, when you go around windows and when you have little pieces here and there, you have to line up the grooves, and so they don't always fall because of the stud pattern on this camper on like an even 4-foot line. So you're extra cuts and kind of taking your time to make sure all the little grooves line up. So anyway, so I'm going to finish up this and be done with the walls, probably bring you in on some of the other the stuff coming up. But anyway, I hope you guys like this video. This is starting to feel like a camper now. It's kind of feeling like a little home. So appreciate you guys sticking around for these episodes on this camper. It's quite a big project for us here, and you know, appreciate all the comments and the likes and things like that. So anyway, I'll see you on the next video. Appreciate it.